Big Sky Breakdown, SkylineSportsMT.com. Check in now with Davis, California. Heard from Tim Plow earlier this week, and now Jacob Psyk, who's a defensive end and all-conference player for the Aggies as they get set to host a second-round playoff game against Rhode Island. Jacob, thanks for being here, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
I'm so interested in your perspective. First of all, your first year in the Big Sky. Second of all, the fact that you're an Ivy League guy and now the Ivy League's in the playoffs. That's an interesting fold too, and also this opportunity you guys have. But start at the beginning. Just take me through this season for you guys. What a weird beginning in Mercer with the way that game got called off. But then
Yep.
also what a great run and also what a great response from the lone conference loss you had to get into the playoffs. So just take me through the way that you guys were able to navigate this season and get a seed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so I kind of reflect on where we've gotten now to this point. The first thing that comes to mind is how long this season has been. Because we played a week zero game, ended up not counting. We moved our entire fall camp up. And so we started July 20th. And it's December now. So we're going on 5 months pretty soon. But yeah, man, it's been fun. It's my first year here at Davis and getting acclimated to a new team, meeting new teammates, being in a new state that I really haven't been before I came out here to Davis. It's been a really cool and unique experience for me. And the team has welcomed me with open arms. Coach Plow has got everyone bought in here, and we're excited for this weekend, and hopefully we come out victorious.
Well, what a cool journey for you to go from Harvard to Davis. I mean, those are two of the
Yeah.
great universities you could experience. So, what's that been like? Just sort of comparing and contrasting two elite schools, but on two different sides of the country.
Yeah. I think for me, if I were to go back and just kind of navigate myself through high school, I think what I did was probably the right thing in going to the best school I could go to. And so for me, when I had another year of eligibility, my mindset was kind of locked into that same thing. I wanted to go to the best school I could go to. And when Davis contacted me, it was really a no brainer. Talked to my parents about it, came up here on my OV. And as soon as I stepped on campus, the environments were pretty similar to what I had been accustomed to at Harvard. And it starts with the types of dudes that are on the team. Everyone is for the team. Everyone's super smart, obviously. And there are a lot of parallels for me. And yeah, it just really has been a seamless fit for me.
Is one more challenging than the other
Well,
academically?
yeah, it's different. I'm in the graduate school here.
Right.
So that like with that, yeah, I mean you're doing graduate school work.
Right.
But with my undergrad, I was an econ guy back at Harvard, and it's one, the most renowned econ programs in the country. And obviously that was a grind too. But yeah, I mean, it just starts with your habits, how you're going to balance school and football. And if you surround yourself with the right people, I think you're going to be in a pretty good spot.
Have you always been academically oriented?
I mean, yeah, but it starts with my parents. I
Yeah.
mean, they like ever since I was young, like that's really been a priority for me. And like I was talking about earlier, when I started getting recruited for football, like I'm a student athlete. Like the student part comes first, and really wanted to make that a priority. And in hindsight, I think I made the right call.
I would say so. Yeah, it's definitely a cool path. Well, I'm sure as similar as the academics are, the football is probably way different. So what was it like your first year playing at the Big Sky Conference?
Man, yeah, no, the football has definitely been different. One, the season's been longer, and then two, I think the overall quality of teams is obviously pretty deep in the Big Sky. Whereas in the Ivy League, it's really concentrated at the top with three or four teams. But
Sure.
I mean, like you saw in our game against Idaho State, like anyone could beat anyone on any given Saturday. And
Totally.
I mean, every week, you got to bring your A game or anything can happen. So,
Yeah, it's Idaho State's the great litmus test for me. That's what whenever I'm arguing on behalf of the Big Sky Conference, I'm always saying, okay, Idaho State finished 6-6 and they finished in seventh place in the Big Sky Conference. That team would go win like a lot of the leagues in the country, right? Or be towards the top, right? Like it's a very
um,
good team, and it shows you how many great teams. I mean, I think if you're doing the real top 20 or the real top 25 around the country,
yeah,
7 or 8 teams from the Big Sky are actually really in the top 20. It's just that sometimes they get more losses because they have to play each other.
right. And I'm with you. That offense has probably been, if not the best offense we've played all year. just spread us out, throw the ball around, really
Totally.
good quarterback. And they're a good team.
Oh, they gave everybody fits, man. They gave Montana State fits. They gave Montana fits. So that's a good team, certainly. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
take me through what else you've liked about this year. I mean, it was a transition year for UC Davis, certainly, given
Yeah.
the great senior class that they had a year ago. So,
Yeah.
being one of the newer guys, how are you guys able to sort of turn the page from last year and sort of make this year's team your own team?
I think I keep reverting back to it, but we've been playing football now for 5 months now. And for the most part, outside of Rex and Porter, who are our two best players on defense, like everyone has been pretty healthy. So we've been able to build that rapport together. But, even when we're not playing football, we're spending a lot of time together. On defense alone, we got 4 or 5 graduate students, and, we're in there. We're grinding in the classroom too. And I think when everyone's kind of going through the struggle of, you're putting in so much time with football and school, you really build a strong bond with those dudes, and it's really carried on to game days for us. So it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully we keep it going.
Another day, flavorless forage.
What in the heck is this magic? It smells intriguing. Could this be the answer to my lifelong struggle against bland wilderness cuisine? Okay, deep breaths. Don't get your hopes up, big guy.
Finally, a meal fit for a famished Bigfoot. Thank you, Alpine Touch. My Rocky Mountain adventures just got a whole lot tastier.
Thinking about selling your home in Missoula? Here's the truth. Buyers are still out there, but they're being picky. That means how you market your home matters more than ever. I'm Ty Hobbs with Hobbs Homes at Keller Williams, and my job is to make sure your listing stands out. From strategic pricing to professional marketing, stunning photography, and targeted advertising, I'll position your home to attract the right buyers and get you the best price possible. In today's market, it's not just about putting a sign in the yard, it's about telling your home story, creating urgency, and negotiating every dollar in your favor. If you've been on the fence about selling, now's the time to talk strategy. Let's see what your home could sell for and how we can make it happen.
Tell me about that then. Well, I guess we'll get to the matchup in a minute. I also wanted to ask you just your perspective on
Yeah.
the Ivy League being in the playoffs because Harvard made it this year, Yale made it this year. That's probably something that was bittersweet for you because I'm sure some of you guys as players wanted to be in the playoffs and it's sort of out of your control. What do you think of just the Ivy League being represented in the playoffs?
Totally. I mean, looking back at my experience, I would have loved to have been able to do that. I know both Harvard and Yale played this past weekend, and the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but that's kind of what happens. But it was cool to see Yale get a W, even though we don't like those guys. But
Right.
they got their hands full this week with Montana State, so I'll be pretty interested to see how that matchup goes and wish both teams all the best.
Well, now you guys got this primetime matchup coming up on your end. So start
Mhm.
there. Well, what do you think of just this opportunity for the team and also UC Davis to be on national TV and have all the spotlight on you?
Yeah, in our team meeting on Monday, Coach Plow said this is the first time ESPN is coming to a Davis game, and for it to be the lone playoff game at night, bright lights, obviously playing a really good opponent. It's exciting, and from a personal note, it's my first time playing in the playoffs, and I know the team's going to be ready. I know we're playing a really good opponent, but I'm excited for the opportunity, man. This is what all the hours and all the time we put in. Like it's 4 games like this, and I'm excited for the group and can't wait to see what Saturday kind of holds for us.
Rhode Island, rough and tumble team. I watched their game last week. Looked like a physical team.
Yeah,
What's your evaluation of scouting the Rams early on here?
yeah. It's kind of weird for me because a lot of the teams they've played throughout this year are
Right,
teams I've played before,
right.
and so it's pretty cool to see that. But I mean, their quarterback he jumps off the tape. They got really good wide receivers. Their backs run hard. I think up front they do a really good job at protecting him. So I mean, we're gonna have to bring it. They're a really talented offense, and they can score, man. But I'm confident in our guys, and I can't wait to play.
Well, as a senior, this is the time of year where it probably starts to sink in, right? Like you got to keep winning if you want to keep playing. So has that
Right.
sunk in for you and the rest of the seniors?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, it has, but it's exciting because it's one and done. Like, you only get one opportunity to bring it your all. And throughout the week, we've been able to stack days together, and I know the group's ready to go out on Saturday and perform.
Last thing for you, then, what is the thing that gives UC Davis the best chance to win? What do you guys got to do on Saturday night to keep on playing?
Yeah, I think we got to win the turnover battle. We got to protect the football on offense. And then on defense, we got to get picks, force fumbles, be disruptive. And we do that with our effort and our pursuit to the football. And I'm confident in our group to be able to do that.
Jacob, we appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much for chiming in, and best of luck on
Yep.
Saturday.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.